Hi guys, this is John. Welcome to JLD Bookkeeping Hub. In this video, what I'm going to do is I will create a template. So this is good for small business owners or maybe you're someone who is like recording your personal stuff. So pwede pa rin, applicable pa rin naman siya. So yeah, let's begin. Pero kung meron ka ng G Sheet, Excel template na binili mo for your business, then and it works for you, you don't need to change that. Pero kasi me personally, if I'm going to handle my own books. I want it na alam ko kung paano sinesthemize. Alam ko kung paano binild. And yeah, so this template is inspired by the format, or not the format, but by the details that I found in QuickBooks. Okay. So first, establish muna natin yung pinakauna at pinaka-foundation ng bookkeeping, which is chart of account. So this is the chart of accounts. Kung di ka familiar, what is chart of accounts and what they do is basically they help bookkeepers, accountants, or business owners categorize every transaction accurately. So let's say for example, may pumasok na pera. So ang trabaho ni chart of accounts is to label them as income. And sabihin na yung income na yun galing sa service income. So yung income na yun galing yun sa product sales. So yun yung trabaho ni chart of accounts. So ano ba yung kadalasan makikita natin sa chart of accounts? First, we have the account category or yung parent category. Ito yung lagi nating naririnig sa accounting na ALIS. ALIS, si asset, si liability, si income, si capital, or si equity, capital or equity is the same, and then expenses. So naglagay lang ako ng extra dito, si transfer. Example, you have different accounts where you store your money. So you have GCash, you have cash on hand, you have bank account. Ngayon kapag nag-transfer ka from one account to another, hindi naman lumabas yung pera. So hindi siya business transaction. Pero gumalaw pa rin yung pera, di ba? May activity pa rin yung pera. So this transfer is used to record those activities within the business. Okay. So the reason bakit siya may mga spaces, malalaman mo mamaya. Kasi gagawin natin to drop down. At kung magkakadikit yan, sobrang sakit sa mata kapag ginawa mo na siyang drop down. Ito yung transactions na i-categorize natin ngayon. So I created this para meron tayong sample data na paggagamitin. So ayusin natin. Ayun, kita agad natin first na ayusin, naka-general siya. So dapat yung date laging naka-format as date. Para kapag nag-create ka ng like table analysis or pivot analysis later on, pwede na yun actually, pwede na yung ganito. Pero ang pangit na lang sa mata, so i-ibahin ko yung format niya. Hanap lang ako dito. This one. Then click OK. Ayan. Better. So ngayon, pakita ko na sa inyo yung template natin. So, pinasok ko na yung mga datas na yun dito. So, ano ba yung kadalasan nakikita? Ito, based lang dito sa kadalasan nakikita sa mga bank, we have the date, we have the description, and then the amount. Tapos yung amount dito, yan, nilipat ko lang sila sa tama nilang column. Either they are spent or they are received. Number one rule sa perspective, kapag gumagawa ka na or nag-handle ka ng books, laging perspective ni business. Hindi ni owner, hindi ni partner, hindi ni customer, hindi ni vendor. Perspective ni business. Kapag renta, nagbayad ng renta si business, that is spent. As I said earlier, this is inspired by QuickBooks. Sa QuickBooks kasi merong account name or account type, merong detail name, merong category. And then merong notes, others, and then class. Etong class, kapag gusto mo i-track yung certain project or whatnot, or pwede rin lagay mo kung yung operation na yan is pre-off or pause-off, yan yung pwede mo ilagay dyan. Ito naka-tune 1 lahat. 6 lahat. Naka-tune 1 pala ito lahat, bro. Ayan. Kunwari sunod-sunod na